Hey everybody, and welcome to a very special BB21 Week 2 recap show with your favorite from last season, Rockstar. Now look, we have so much to get to on this show, but let me let you guys know a few things again really quickly. If you missed any of these shows back, you can check them all out over at yourrealityrecaps.com/BB21. That's if you missed them when they're live. You can also check out our spoiler graphics over there. The trash draft is now officially open, so you can see where you're placing in the trash draft. You can get the feeds and more, everything right from our main page at yourrealityrecaps.com/BB21. If you want the short link to get the feeds, it's yourrealityrecaps.com/feeds. If you'd like to be an updater, yourrealityrecaps.com/updaters. Now, you guys might be watching this back in the future, so please remember, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you hit that bell, subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment below. It's a great way to help support our shows for free. If you're watching on iTunes, a 5-star rating and a nice review is awesome too. We have the audio and video feeds of all of our shows, or just our Big Brother shows, so make sure you rate them all over on iTunes. Now, that's if you guys are watching back. If you want to see us do these shows live, all of our Big Brother content will be live on TV Co, so make sure you follow us over there, yourrealityrecaps.com/TV Co, or click the links when we tweet them out. That's where the majority of our Big Brother content is when it's live all season long. It will be everywhere, our website, YouTube, iTunes, and of course the TV Co app when it is over and edited, what you're watching right now. So you know you're watching it somewhere else. But we are still live on You Now. A lot of people are asking, does that mean you're leaving You Now? No, we are still live every single night of the week on You Now. Now, if you guys love what we're doing with TV Co, please let us know, because maybe we will move over there and do more and more shows over there once Big Brother is over. But for right now, we are in both places. Let's just say we're talking Big Brother in both, but the main shows are on TV Co. So no worries, You Now people, we have not left you there. I know a lot of people are like, it's so confusing, we don't know where to find you. If we're live, we're either live on You Now or on TV Co. And if it's Big Brother we're talking about, it's probably going to be TV Co. Unless it's a late night hangout on You Now, then sure, Big Brother comes up and we, talk about it a little bit there as well. If you want to help support our shows so that we don't have to be 5,000 places, consider becoming a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. Patrons get access to the patron-only group, weekly shows just for patrons, prize giveaways. Did I say the Facebook group just for patrons? It is a financial way to help support our shows, as is doing a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. Without your guys' financial support, we could not keep these shows going, so we hope that you will check those things out. Of course, Prime Day is coming up for Amazon, so if you have any Amazon shopping to do, yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon is a great way to start your shopping. You don't pay any more, we get a little bit back. You could click the Amazon ad in our sidebar if you're on our website, or any of the ads around our website are a great way to help support us. Or if you're into gaming and are awake past midnight Eastern, check us out on Twitch. We're usually Fortniting or doing something fun over there. But you guys are here for Big Brother, so make sure you check out our website. It is the best place to watch our shows back. All the content from flashback times to live feed updates and more over there, as well as on Twitter at BB21 Live Feeds for 24/7 live feed updates on Twitter. That's our amazing live feed updaters. That being said, let's get to the lady you all want to hear from. It's Rockstar!
Hi, everybody.
How are you doing, Rockstar?
Oh, I'm good. I worked today, and now I'm here with you, so that's kicking off my night right.
Now, you used to work nights, but now you are working days.
Yes. Actually, so, like, I have always worked in nightclubs,
Right.
and I wanted to get into the casino world because it's big, it's corporate growth, blah, 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 opportunity, all of that. And because we all just came in, we're lowest on the totem pole for seniority. So my hours are 7 to 3:30, which means I get up at 5 a.m.
Oh my goodness. Now, okay, because I was going to say, true or false, Rockstar, you did this so that you would have more time to watch the Big Brother live feeds and late night shows.
Yeah, I mean, really, that was actually my motivation.
You were rearranging your life around Big Brother.
Much like
all
since
of us.
the beginning of my Big Brother. Big Brother never ends.
Tell me about it.
It doesn't end. As an alumni, I think it's like, it's cool because you're at home and you can like decompress, but really it doesn't end.
It doesn't. I feel like it never ends. I completely agree. I think there's 1 month out of the year where I'm not actually talking about Big Brother, where it's our Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother Canada, BB UK, although no more BB UK, sad news.
That is sad because I love a British accent.
I love a British accent too. Don't you wish we could get some more British people on our Big Brother?
That would be cool. That would be really cool. Actually, just more British people around all the time.
Yes, I agree. More British people around.
England should invade is what I'm thinking.
I completely agree. Well, Rockstar, people are here now watching live in TV Co. And if you guys just joined, I want to remind you, hit the 3 little dots on the top and share the show. Let everybody know that we're live, or you can retweet our tweet on Twitter, whatever. But spread the word and let people know that we are live, because we want to know what you have thought of this week in Big Brother Rockstar. So I think we should start with HOH Christine. Christy. I do this every single time. To me, she's Christine Bracht from Big Brother 16. Is who she is stuck in my mind as, and I cannot, and every time like Christine, everyone's like Eric Christie, and I'm like, yeah, Christy, but Christine. So now I do this all the time.
Call her Christine.
And everybody's yelling at me for it.
Serial hand holder.
I know. Let's be a hand holder. But Christy winning HOH for her alliance early on in the week. You know, how do you feel about a person winning a first HOH? Do you think it is a good move for their game, a bad move?
You know, I guess it could go either way, but it really does. You're getting automatic blood on your hands. So I think it's, you're safe. You're safe. And if you can collect the people to be like offering you deals and they're legitimate, then that is a good place to be in, because everybody's coming up to talk to you and making those offers and wanting to stay. But it's also like you are the first person getting blood on your hands. So it's kind of, I don't know. It could be good or it could be bad. It really, I guess, depends on how it's played.
I guess how it's played. I always feel like it's never a bad thing. I can't think of any time a jury member was like, on week 1, you betrayed it. It's like, but I also agree, it definitely can put an early target on your back to make people want to go after you or have a reason to go after you, I guess. So it is definitely doing that. Now, Christine, part of this larger alliance, this grateful alliance. Are we grateful for the grateful alliance, Rockstar? We are not. Why are we not?
We are ungrateful.
So I'm going to take it you're not, like most of Twitter, you are not a Jack or Jackson fan.
If Jack would have just sat there and never said anything and just sat there, then probably everybody would be a fan of him, but because he's pretty, but like he's ugly inside, or at least he's behaving ugly inside. It's weird because people get on me all the time and they're like, oh, you're defending him. And I'm like, I'm not defending him. It's just that I lived in a place where I may have talked out of character. And
Right.
so, but it was pointed out to me, and I truly also agree with this. Racism isn't like a pressure cooker thing that's gonna, like, depression, sure, getting sad, maybe even getting a little bitter or angry or a little bit spiteful, yeah, that can probably happen, but just being blatantly out, that's not like a thing that would cause those kinds of
Yeah.
words and actions and behaviors.
And
So
and
I don't know that he gets the benefit of the doubt
yeah, I don't
at
know that
all.
he gets the benefit of the doubt either. I don't think it's our, I kind of said this. I feel like racism has become a topic in the past few seasons of Big Brother, and I always kind of say on this show, I'm well aware that I am a white man. And it is not my place to say what is offensive to people that are not me. I
Right.
will talk about the people coming for the gays all day. But at the end of the day, I can just close my mouth and walk down a street and I would be left alone.
Right.
Now if I open my mouth, then that's another story.
Great
But,
story.
I mean, so like, I get it. And, it is hard to defend. So for people that, I don't think that anybody that is watching us, I think they are clearly live feed watchers and super fans. But in the off chance that we have casual people watching, I think the Jack and Jackson issues don't really make the show. People might argue
No, they
that
don't.
they're
No, they don't at all. I mean, they're getting like the frat boy bro edit, basically, and it's missing very integral pieces to who these people are and the way that they're acting. So that's kind of unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. So, like I talked about it a little bit on the live feed update show because we like to go live here, Rockstar, when the feeds go down for stuff like, the POV or Whacktivity, but the schedule is off right now, everyone. I know, because the schedule's off, so it didn't happen today because we're here live now. But, that we like to do like live feed update shows when the feeds go down here. But, so for example, Jack saying like, I want to stomp a mud hole in Kemi. Or the fact that Jackson is targeting, let's say, Kemi for we saw earlier in
Right,
the season.
or David,
Or
or
David.
Opie, or calling Jessica Consuela.
Yeah. Now,
Any of that would work for, I think, the case that we're making here.
well, now, and in the fairness of making a case, I'm going to bite the bullet and play devil's advocate for a minute. And I'm just saying, I'm offering the opposite side of this for 1 second. Don't kill me, everyone. I don't agree with it. But we're discussing. So, what would you say, Rockstar, to people who say, like Jackson was not targeting the minorities, which seemed very clear to us. But they will say Jackson was targeting people who went against him for that camp director power. That is an argument that I'm seeing a lot. Like, you don't
Right.
say that he's being racist or just targeting the minorities. He targeted the people who went against him for that power. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, that's, I guess, a way to put it, but I don't know. There's so many things about like the way that the game is played when you're in there that just I mean, I just don't know. Even if that's who he was targeting, I don't understand why anybody didn't give pause and go, okay, Jackson, I see why you're doing that. I see that you're going again, but let's just think here. Let's just think about the world and the climate, and you're going to go ahead and target these people. Let me explain to you why maybe that doesn't look good. Maybe you should add like a cat in there, or something like, just okay, and then add this person in there to, I mean, if that's, because it really, on a social spectrum, it to me, it's just think you're gonna have the two black people, and then Jessica, and then Cliff, who's the old guy. I mean, maybe he thought Cliff was his Catherine type person that I was talking about, but that, I don't know. I mean, people can explain away pretty much anything,
sure,
without addressing it. I mean, and that, like, I said something on Twitter that got me a whole rack of whatever, where I was saying, when Jack said stomp a mud hole in Kemi's chest, which everybody was offended by, should be offended by. I think it was offensive the first time I heard it. But my point in pointing out that it was a direct quote is that I don't want people to be able to explain away very easily, like what you just said. Oh, well, people are saying he just targeted the people that went against him. I didn't want him to come out of the house and go, I was just quoting Sam, and then everything else that he said be a wash. I wanted people to focus more on the things that were not direct quotes from someone else. You know, everything can be PR'd away.
Sure.
If you've got the right spin person.
Right.
And so you gotta focus on the things that are really hard to PR away. That was my whole point.
Right.
In saying what I said when I said it. But
and I mean, my argument to that would be, okay, then that makes sense for, like, the Cliff and David, but Kemi wasn't someone that
That's totally true. I think Jessica was going after it. I wish she would have won it. That would have been cool. But Kemi, not at all. I don't think she wanted to be camp director.
No, I don't think she did either. So, I mean, that is one of the arguments that I would make. Now, I will also say it apparently has come out on the feeds in the past day or so as well now that they're saying some pretty bad slurs, like the N-word. And I just feel like Big Brother's changing, and not for the better. It is bad.
I don't understand why. I mean, I don't own a network or a show or have sponsors. So there's business things that I don't understand to this, which I'm going to go ahead and say that straight up. But I really feel like the way Big Brother is set up, there could be so many teachable moments where people that see themselves in the other players, maybe there's a guy in Wyoming that sees himself in Jack or Jackson, and he thinks it's perfectly fine to say those things because he's never actually met a black person. And this is just normal where we're from, and so what? And well, then watching that show and these things being addressed, he could go, wait, oh, wow, okay, so that's not okay. And the United States is so big, and a lot of these people come from very homogenous areas where they've never met anybody that doesn't really look almost like them, not in a kissing cousins kind of way or anything like that, but just like they all look alike, they all have the same religion, they all go to the same schools, and this is just normal for them. So I think that Big Brother could really be very teachable to a lot of people, and I think it's a shame that we're not seeing those teachable moments on the edited shows.
Right. And I mean, that's kind of the other argument that I feel like I never want to make on Twitter, because I feel like I cannot explain it and I don't want it to come off incorrectly. But I do feel like the point of Big Brother when it started, from a psychological standpoint that drew me to it, was we're going to get to see a bunch of people from different walks of life trying to live together. And I was like, it's a horrible thing if they are homophobic or misogynistic or racist, but how amazing will it be if they can start out that way, learn from it, and come out of this experience where the viewers get to watch, this is how they started and this is what they turned into. Now, that hasn't necessarily happened yet, so I think we've lost a little bit of hope.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I don't get. I don't understand why it's not like
right,
calling people out and having these teachable moments. And like I said, I don't own a network TV show, have sponsors. I don't have any of that. I just go to work and mind my own business. So, but I don't know that companies would pull things from teaching people to be better humans. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe because it gets, I mean, maybe if those things were aired, then, but I mean, they're aired on the live feed. So I don't know. They're already caught by TMZ. It's not like,
correct.
I mean, maybe it draws more attention.
I think it's,
but I don't know.
I mean, personally, I think they're not going to put on a show because I think advertisers and people selling their commercials do not want to be associated with a show that's going to say those things or have people acting like that on it. So I think that's why they can't do it on a real show. And I think maybe they are okay with the TMZ picking it up because then, like you say, it's not affecting advertisers and it's free promotion.
Right. I think that, like, I mean, I guess if I had a company, but see, here's the thing. If I had a company and I saw that my company, all right, I sell, like, I don't know, really cool straws or something.
Okay.
And the straws are advertised on a show where someone has said something so horribly offensive that,
right.
You know, everybody's coming at me. But within someone saying that horrible, offensive thing, there's a lesson to it about how that horrible, offensive thing is wrong and should end.
Sure.
Then I feel like I would keep selling my straws there because
I would agree. And it's
you know, like,
are they going to do it? I mean, we know that Jackson was talked to. We saw, I believe that was yesterday on the 4th of July. I doubt this, obviously, this is not going to make the show, but we saw Jackson coming out of the DR, going into the storage room, crying, then going and have a conversation with, like, Jack and with Kat and kind of just being like, they talked to me about the, you know, coming off racist or being racist or the things that I'm saying to people and I have to, you know, stop. And he seemed very upset by it, but then it's kind of not at all stopped today, so.
No, and I think for me, I think what's really fascinating is because of the way that the show is and the way that it's edited.
Right.
The people that we find to be the most problematic because they're attractive and they're young are going to come out with deals and, like, publicists and sponsorships of their own and people that will never know.
Right.
I mean, maybe no, but then they're just going to be like, oh, well, whatever, they've grown or they've not grown. Or I think that what I've noticed about people in general, former house guests or whatever, that I've found to be problematic or other people have, is the way that they deal with it is not owning what they've said, never addressing it, and just moving forward.
Right.
And still getting deals and still getting work and still moving on to other opportunities. And I just, I don't know. I mean, it's just not right, I think. But they'll never really have to address it because I've seen the path of, like, you don't really have to address it. And that's kind of a shame. I feel like in life in general, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to be shitty. It's okay to be a fucking horrible person.
Right.
But when you learn from it and you grow from it, that's where you're really winning at life. When you learn from those experiences and you become a better person through learning from those experiences. Right. And I think that the way that that it's set up, a lot of these people don't have to learn from anything. They just have to mute the trolls or block them, and the trolls, which may actually, a lot of them not be trolls.
Right.
You know, there are a fair amount of trolls. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying, like, if somebody comes at you because they want you to address something really terrible that they watched you say that hurt them, that hurt their family, that hurt whoever it hurt, many people,
right?
And you're just like, block, mute, don't have to see it, don't have to address it. And that's why, like, you know, for me on my social media, people are always like, stop talking to the trolls, or stop talking, just mute and block people. But I always think about what I just said, and I want to be able to learn from other people and have conversations with them and see from their perspective. Just like you said, I'm a white woman. I don't know shit about being anything other than a white woman in America, you know? So, like, if you want to tell me something and you want to tell me how I was wrong and why I was wrong, or why that affected you in a certain way, and you have a different life experience than me, I don't want to just mute or block you. I want to understand where you're coming from.
Sure. I feel like now you've only been out of the house for 1 year.
Yes.
So good for you being out there doing the Lord's work and not blocking the trolls, Rockstar.
I betting this. I mean, sometimes I mute them because sometimes they're just like, they say stuff that, like, first of all, is just inaccurate and is like crass, and not my kind of crass, not like a sexy crass. I'm into that, but like stupid that doesn't even make any sense. So those people I'll mute. But like, if you have something legitimate that you're like, it really offends me that you're interacting with this person, here's why, blah 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 blah, well, I'll listen to you. I mean, that's not even going to say I'm going to do exactly what everybody tells me to, because I'm also my own person.
Sure.
But I'm open to listening, and I'm not about the riding the block button.
Yeah. I mean, my only point was that I've been in the game for 9 years now, and you can just come into my show and sigh incorrectly, and I'll be like, block. Block. Oh, no, mute.
I mean, I may get there. I feel like when it comes to trolls or just angry people in general, they are people, you know? Like,
sure, they are people, but I have yet to run across an experience where somebody from Twitter that I've had a logical argument with has ever said to me, you know what? You're right. And I see the error of my ways. So guess what? Unless you're going to pay me $20 an hour to be your therapist or to help you through your life lessons, I ain't got time for that.
I mean, that's fair. It's fair. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's fair. A lot of times I'll just, like, put the phone down or walk away. Yeah. I'm a very, obvious. I guess that is obvious. It wasn't obvious to people before I went on Big Brother in my personal life, but I'm a very sensitive person. Yeah. So I take a lot of things that I'll read to heart, and it's not that, like, it's just like, oh man, did I hurt somebody? I would never want to do that. And how do I correct that? And Chris all the time is just like, he's the exact opposite of me, because he's like, fuck all them people, you know, they don't pay our bills, they don't live our life, fuck them. And I think, like, recently I just had a whole bunch of people blow me up because Chris just apparently, I didn't even pay attention because we live together, I don't pay attention to his Twitter. He apparently was like, fuck the whole cast of Big Brother 20. So I'm like getting phone calls from people, and I'm like, Chris is just, no, he's kidding, obviously. And they're like, oh, I thought he was, but I just wanted to check. And so I have all these people in my mentions talking about how horrible, blah, blah. It just goes on to this whole crazy thing. And Chris does it because he feels like these people are very sensitive about people they don't know. We actually know all of these people.
Right.
They actually can call us and say, what's up? Or are we good? And they're going on this defense train of people that we actually know. So he finds it funny to fuck with everybody. I'm the exact opposite of that. I just want everybody to feel good. Chris he doesn't care because he doesn't know any of these people. the Twitter people and the
Right,
people that he
sure.
like troll
Sure,
when
sure.
he's like, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, really, like I think he said like fuck Fessy and then blocked him just because he knew that people would pay attention to the block. Meanwhile, like we know his phone. I mean, like it's not. If we were gonna beef with our friends, we would have a phone call conversation.
Sure.
You know.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I'm sure people's, I mean, you stayed out of it well, but I'm sure people's emotions are heightened because there was Big Brother, 20 drama this week between Casey and Scotty and Tyler and
all of this, including Chris and Scott, all of that happened while I was at work. So I go on my little lunch break and I like to check my social media on my 30 minutes. I like to sit in my car where I can't see anybody else, turn on my air conditioning and just scroll through the social media. That's what I do in my 30 minutes. And I'm like, oh my God. And I said to Scotty, I was like, Scotty, why? And he was like, I thought I was making a joke. And Scotty and Chris have very similar senses of humor, that's sarcastic, like, but you have to understand that not everybody has those types of sense of humor. And so, like, they're not going to get it. And they will get kind of butthurt, which I actually don't like that phrase. I can't believe I just said it. I've never liked it. But it came out of my mouth. But very sensitive about mostly, like, I can take a joke for what it is. You want to troll me about OTEV or my daughter's birthday or even biting my toenail or whatever, like, okay, haha, that shit is ridiculous. Yes, I get it. But if you just want to be mean or I mean, I don't think Scotty, sorry that we blanked out there. I don't think Scotty was trying to be mean at all. Now, when they got reactionary to what I think he was joking, then he pulled what my Chris would do, which was, oh, you don't want to take a joke? Well, fuck you then. Now I will go in on you.
Right.
And I'm not defending that. I just understand it because I live with somebody that's like that. I'm not like that. I really don't. I don't even like to make fun of people, really. Like, I'll tease you maybe a little bit, but I would rather you laugh because we're having a great time. But that's my own. People are different.
Yeah, people are different, and that's definitely, what that is what it is. People are different. There are gonna be cast members that are more sensitive and not be able to take a joke at all, and then there are gonna be others that you can just like be super sarcastic and shitty almost too, but in a joking way, and they'll love it. You just have to know the difference.
Exactly. And I did. I said that to Scotty. I was like, when have you, I mean, they're beautiful people. They're athletic people. They were, very loyal to each other. But when have you would you ever call any of them funny?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You would?
No, I'm saying, yeah, I see your point. I mean, I think, there was a lot of postseason, drama, I think, around like Tyler and Angela doing stuff, and they did do our show. Thank you, guys. But I mean, but I mean, I feel like I can't fault them.
I don't have a problem with them. I like them. We communicate afterward. I wouldn't call them funny people or like senses of humor necessary. They probably have a sense of humor, but like I don't know. I don't think that's their sense of humor.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're not. Well, look, I don't know them in real life. I don't know, so I don't know if they're funny or not funny. But yes, I mean, as far as how they were on the show, I wasn't like, oh, I can't wait for Tyler to tell a funny joke or Angela. Sure, 100%. But I also don't know that that's like, I don't know that that's like bad on them, that's just not their personalities to be like,
No, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, everybody's got different personalities. Yeah. That's just, I was trying to explain to Scotty that's correct. Not like, you got to know your audience. And
you
that
know your audience,
right for that type of interaction.
Sure.
Without it going the way that it went.
Right. I think that there is, I feel like all of BB20 needs to go to like one of those group rings where you have the foam bats. And then you all just get to like tell your truths and hit each other with foam bats until you've all
I
worked
love that.
it out.
And then hug.
And then
and
hug
do a
at the
trust
end.
fall or something. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't catch JC.
And then eat cake.
And then eat cake. Yeah.
You wouldn't
I do like cake.
catch JC. I mean, he's close enough to the ground already. But I mean, look, we're allowed to tell a joke. See, JC would find that funny. So this is what I know of JC. JC would laugh at that joke. JC would find that funny. Because JC says he has a good sense of humor.
He would find it funny that I would say I wouldn't catch him. He would be like,
Yes.
"Bitch, you couldn't catch me anyway."
Right. He'd be like, I wouldn't
I'd
touch
be-
you.
Yeah, you know. I mean, JC is like, I haven't talked to him in a while because we had a conversation that I won't get into, but it just rubbed me the wrong way. But like, he's an interesting dude.
You did just see it. You and I and JC were all just together like a week ago.
That's true, but like, I hung out with you more than I did with
Oh,
him.
really?
I loved hanging out with you, by the way, because we haven't addressed that yet. And I had a great time when we were sitting outside and just shooting the shit.
Yes.
And that was great.
It was. We love a New York City
tall.
street. Yes, I am tall. People don't really believe that.
Oh, you're so tall. I was like, oh, yes.
I am very tall. All right. We are going I mean, everybody is loving it, but we are going so off track. I will steer it back on. I feel like people want to hear us talk about it anyway. I mean, they watch the show. They just want our thoughts. These are where our thoughts are going.
Wherever they're going.
This is where we took the thoughts on Christine's HOH. Boy, we have 5 more points to hit this week. Let's talk about Christine's nominations and see where this goes. Christine originally putting up a Cliff and a cat to start with. Now, did that surprise you? Because it kind of surprised me.
Yeah, I mean, it was a strange...
Christy, damn it, see, I did it again.
It's okay. I'm just accepting it now.
Just accept it, everyone. Just accept it. Go ahead.
Christine, it's fine.
It is.
It's fine. I just for somebody that, I mean, and I don't know. I'm not going to get into her
spiritualness.
I think we think she's a lesbian, right? Or is she? She might be bisexual. I don't know.
Well, she dated Tommy's aunt, who is a woman.
Right. Or maybe she's pan. I don't want to like do that, but I feel like if she for somebody that's not attracted to Jack, she sure is letting him run in this time her HOH like she wants to hook up with him. Is what it seemed like. You know what I mean? I don't know.
At Nam's time, I completely agree, because it very much felt like Jack was controlling what she was doing. So she goes ahead, she puts up, like we said, Cliff and Kat, but then cut to like a day or two later, this is when Jack starts kind of deciding, I want Kemi out. I'm feeling, like I don't like her game, or he doesn't really have any good reasons. He's just saying, I don't trust Kemi. I feel she's dangerous in the game, and I want her out. And Christy she kind of has a little turning point, but it's very frustrating to me because she's like, I'm not going to play Jack's game. I don't like this now. I see what he's doing. Why is he treating me this way? Why should we do it? Girl power. But then go after Jack. Why do we think she's not going after Jack then?
That's what I don't understand at all. Like, she clearly had it pinpointed that he was trying to totally take over her HOH, that he was being I think she even used the word manipulative.
She did.
When, she used all these things, and then she said, now is not the right time. Yes, it was the right time. It was the right time, Christy. It was. And I think that, I mean, one thing that I hear about, strategizing in Big Brother is, oh, well, Jack's going to be a shield. Mm-hmm. He's a target. People are going to want to go after him. And I don't know, if I ever played Big Brother.
Right.
But seriously, if I played, I would go after literally the physical threats. And I don't care if they would I'm trying to knock these people out because I want to last longer in the house. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like I would want a shield or whatever that is. I feel like I would want to get out the people that need to get out. Every house is different. I don't know.
I think it really is the difference of a first-time player versus a repeat player. I think first-time players never really fully trust their gut, and I think when you play the second time around, the first second in your head when you get the ooh, I don't like this, I don't trust it, like you act on it because you understand playing it your second time.
That's probably the right thing.
And your game can be over tomorrow. There can be the twist of you're the HOH, but now you're on the block. So
right.
Make your move when you have power, because you don't know that you'll have power again.
That's totally it. You got to make those big moves when you get into the house, and not be afraid to. But make the big moves. Don't make this is a really game-changing move, and it's
not.
It's OV.
I mean, I think that is now also where a lot of people were getting frustrated, because it became, again, first, Jackson, a lot of people were trying to steer the house towards Kemi, but then Chrissy said, nope, no, not gonna do it, you can't control. So now who do we go for? And now then the choices that came up were Ovi and Bella. Again, interesting choices.
Right, like all right, so let's talk about the other people that are there. There's Holly, Kat's already on the block. So Holly, Annalise.
I'm gonna block you, but I can pull it up. Nicole, Kemi, Holly, Bella.
Yeah. So
David.
there's clearly all these other people.
Yeah.
And that's
I mean, I was going to say, is there any chance that she really saw Ovi as a really smart strategic player? Because I'm sure that will be her defense, is looking around at the people. Look, she's got to admit, she probably does feel like she doesn't have the brightest bulbs on her team. She has a Jack, a Jackson, a Holly, now we know they brought in Tommy. And, it's not like I'm looking at any of those people going, oh, these are the masterminds of Big Brother. I would look at an Ovi and be like, I bet he is a strategic mastermind of this game.
Right.
So, I mean, could she have done it for that reason? I guess. But
it's possible.
It's hard to make that argument with everything else that is happening in the house.
It's
hard
really
to make that
argument. Right. I think that's the hardest thing. It's hard to even play devil's advocate when no one is saying stop.
Sure. Exactly.
Not one person in there that we've seen so far. And here's what I get about that. I get that you don't want to jeopardize your own game. And I also get that you don't want to be completely wrong. Because you don't want to overhear, didn't somebody in one of the seasons before us think that she heard something said that wasn't said and she thought it was racist, and then they got really mad at her, and something about
Wasn't
there was
that
like a
your season?
not my season. There was like an Asian girl, and she thought they called her a panda or something.
Well, I'm sure chat will
There was
know.
a rainbow. It was
Oh, Helen. Was it Helen?
no,
No,
it was
Alex.
Alex, maybe. Yes, Alex.
It
And
was
there was the
Megan.
girl, Megan and Alex. That's
Megan and
exactly what
Alex.
I'm talking about.
Thank
So
you, Sparkly
Megan thought she heard something quite racist, called it out, and because she wasn't going to stand for that, and she called it out and then was completely incorrect.
Correct.
And so when you're hearing people whisper and you're hearing all these things and you're like, oh, I don't like that. But then you don't want to be like dumb either so it's just so tricky to even but not one of them is saying this isn't okay or this is making me feel uncomfortable. They're saying David makes them feel uncomfortable because he's aggressive and Ovi is creepy and I mean all these things that you're just like, really? Come on.
I mean, Cliff, I mean, I would have said that's not true about Cliff at all back when the Kemi stuff was happening. I mean, Cliff was playing the game, so I know that there are people that will argue it. You know, in other words, Cliff wasn't defending Kemi in the situation when people were saying stuff, but he did go and talk to us watching and being like, look, I don't agree with the things that they're saying. I don't agree with the things that they're doing, but we're playing a game and I'm trying to win the game. I can't go against a group right now. So I was like, okay, I accept that. I understand that, Cliff. We were all cheering on Cliff. Cut to yesterday. And now Cliff feels threatened by David. And now Cliff, it's not cutting you off when it does that. I don't know, maybe it just cuts you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're still totally there for us. But, you know, cut to like yesterday when Cliff is basically, you know, telling Jackson and Jack, like, I feel threatened by David being back in the game and basically doing the exact opposite of what he said he was against a few days ago. There's really nobody in this house at the moment. I mean, maybe Tommy.
Having some sort of like, hey, you guys, this isn't cool.
Nicole, I will say, representing Long Island. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Nicole, for representing us well and not partaking. I mean, then there's Tommy, who on the flip side, he annoys me for a completely different reason. I don't understand why he's in the GR in love with the straight man in the house, who, by the way, is not good looking. I disagree with everyone who's like, oh, he's so beautiful on the outside. No, he's not. He looks greasy. And I don't understand his stupid man bun. I don't like it.
I got a soft spot for a man bun, but not for an asshole, so.
Well, that's what I hear. I hear ladies love the man bun.
Not...
I hear ladies love the man bun, and I just can't get behind it. Long hair, I care.
Yes.
Is what I'm saying with that. But, I mean, yeah, so she is going ahead. She is targeting, you know, now OV, basically, because it's what the Grateful Alliance wants. Now, what's interesting is we know that the Whacktivity comp happened before the nominations, even though I don't think it was presented to us that way in the edit for this past week. But we were thrilled to see that OV won that competition. Until we all remembered the you know, clause in his contract, you have to use it after nominations, which I would have made the argument of the POV comp is after nominations.
That's true.
It is. And show me the fine print, but I mean, I think we're all aware that a Big Brother is allowed to change the rules at any time for any point, and no one can say anything. It's the way it goes. Now, would you have liked this competition? Would you have liked this Whacktivity comp of having to smell things like moldy cheeses and fish and Oh,
No,
that looked horrible.
it looked. I mean, I'm surprised not a one of them threw up. I think I might have. Oh, but how funny was whoever it was that was talking about they were high and tripping through the tulips or
I think
whatever.
that was Kat.
That was that was great, and the edit was great, and I applaud that edit.
Yeah.
That was so good.
It was the fun of Big Brother that we like.
Yeah.
We like
Yeah.
a fun Big Brother, and I think that did go back to the fun Big Brother. I also like a green screen diary room. You can do those fun things when you have a green screen diary room. You can make it all trippy and weird and do all those
Yeah,
fun
so
things.
funny.
Find them. But I mean, yeah, I thought it was an interesting competition. I feel like we haven't really seen anything like that before on Big Brother as far as smelling. Sure, eating, like blending
And
the stuff.
drinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bessie and Tyler had the drinking comp
Yeah.
of find the taste or whatever, but the smells and the different types of urine, like Bobcat, and I mean, God, that had to be so pungent and terrible. I mean, it had to be terrible.
Well, first of all, I said this on Twitter, but I think I said it on the recap show too. But I will say it here. I don't think it was fair. As soon as I saw like bobcat urine, like wolf urine, old fish, shrimp, I was like, Bella's playing in this competition. Bella's from New Jersey, and those are all the signature scents of New Jersey, and I don't think it's fair.
I was thinking if one of them was like a hunter or something,
Yeah.
that would have been
And
a
like,
helpful skill.
I know this sounds weird, and I'm sure people are going to make fun of me for this, but now I almost kind of want to smell what the difference is between a wolf urine and a what. Because let me put it this way: I have a dog who pees by me all the time, and I don't smell a smell with his urine. So what is this coyote urine smelling like?
Right. I mean,
I don't get it. I feel
I bet
so.
a lot of ammonia kind of smells, like the
Yeah, on second
burning
thought,
your nostrils. I just
on second
that's
thought,
a lot.
I'm taking it back after reading chat because we do have a P.O. box and I'm good. I don't need to know what it smells like, and I have a feeling that this is going to possibly literally explode in my face. No, thank you, everyone. I'm good. I take it back. I will do my own test in my own time when I am ready, but thank you for the offer. Don't need any hot summer coyote pee showing up in my P.O. box.
Oh my God!
That
Can you
would
imagine?
be
No, thank you.
disgusting. But, I mean, we go from that competition and, us knowing that Ovi won and now he has this power, essentially, to wake up the HOH in the middle of the night. That's what makes it the Nightmare Prize.
Right.
And switch the noms. I have to say, that's a pretty freaking amazing power.
It really is.
If he would have gotten to use that
before.
Yeah. And look, I'm not ruling out that he's not allowed to use it now. I mean, we don't know.
Right. But I mean, at that point, he felt like he was buddy-buddy with Jack and Jackson. So it's not like...
Yeah, sure.
He felt like somebody, I think...
on Twitter?
Yeah, it was Eddie.
From Canada?
Okay. Said that he felt like he was just coming off of Ovi was just coming off of a student body presidency,
right?
Where he probably had to work with frat guys all the time, and they were willing to work with him because they were greasing the wheels to get whatever party they were throwing accomplished or whatever. So when you're used to being in certain types of groups, you're like, oh yeah, I know these people.
Right.
In general, and that's why he probably felt so comfortable or accepted, even though as soon as he walked away, they were talking a whole bunch of crap about him. And
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty insightful. So
I
I
I
would
mean,
mention that.
well, so for one example, Ovi would go up to Jack. I mean, these are all things that are not, these are exclusives, because these are all things that are not making the show unless you're a live feed watcher. But like,
Right.
Ovi would be talking to Jack. Ovi would turn around and walk away, and as soon as he would get out of earshot, Jack would be like, "What a douche" to
Yeah.
Jackson about Ovi, as an example.
Yeah.
And it's
And he didn't know that. He thought like those were his
yeah,
buddies.
I mean, even Derek, I saw Derek Levasseur, Big Brother
Hmm.
16 winner, literally just tweeted the other day, I know I said I would never play Big Brother again, but I take it back. I will play Big Brother again if it's a partner season and OV can be my partner. Because he's like, my heart is breaking for that kid and I want to go up
Oh,
against people like him. You know, I want to
yeah,
help him go up against these types of people. But
because
it's
he's
like,
so sweet. He's just trying to bake and be the nurturer and cook for the people and
well, he didn't get the memo that he has to use the brown sugar, Rockstar.
right.
They
Yeah.
were very upset when he was using the white sugar.
Not use all the eggs.
And you might think watching this back, is there kidding? It is comedic recaps. Oh, I'm not. They were very upset about the amount of white sugar that Ovi was using. Because apparently they hate cookies in that house. Don't waste the sugar on the cookies, Ovi. I was like, whatever. But, Ovi was smart enough. See, I don't necessarily think that Ovi needs people to battle for him. We did see him this week try and rally where it did kind of fail. I feel like the piece of the puzzle that Ovi was missing is that he didn't realize, or maybe he wanted to believe in the goodness of these people, which
Hmm.
now has come to bite him in the ass.
Yeah.
I'm hoping and praying that however the battle back or one of them getting back into this game is going to work, I'm hoping that Ovi is going to play this differently. I'm hoping in the next week or 2 weeks, his eyes are going to open to what Jack and Jackson are really like. And I feel like they are starting to open up a little bit to what
Yeah.
they are really like. I mean, because I think he is very smart and needs to figure out the way to rally people in the house against Jack. And clearly it's not going to be that difficult. Most people say they are frustrated with Jack in that house. They just
Yeah.
don't want to make a move against him.
Right.
So,
I don't know why exactly. Well, now he's the HOH, so that makes sense. But
yeah, I mean, now is HOH, right. I mean, I see Annie says you think David, and Sparkly Eyes says David will be the one to get to him. It would be very cool if David is the one to break through to him. Let's talk for 1 second about the Power of Veto competition hosted, speaking of Casey, hosted by Casey. I thought this was such a cool competition. I love now a Big Brother slow-mo competition.
yeah, it was really cool.
I love it. I just love like watching the ball go in slow motion, or let's try. I just want to see everything shot in super slow motion on Big Brother from now on. Arguments. I
That's
want to
it.
see. Yeah, wouldn't that be great? I would love a slow motion argument. And I mean, I was surprised to see Sam pull out that win. I was very surprised. Now, what are your thoughts on Sam?
Sam is like he's a trucker.
Yeah,
He's from PA.
sure.
He probably drinks Bud Heavy.
Yeah,
He's a dad. I'm always rooting for the parents,
yeah.
but I don't know.
He is.
He's
What?
like kind of corny,
Uh huh.
but for sure,
Yeah,
and also maybe a little socially unaware.
Yeah.
I,
I feel like, I think it was Lost and Confused in chat who said it one day. He's like, he's Animal from the Muppets, which I completely agree, because I cannot stand how every 5 minutes in a DR, he's like that's all he talks. Half the time I have no clue what he's actually saying. I just hear like guttural noises like, who did you vote to evict? I have no clue. Julie's like, translation? What?
right.
He's just a screaming Muppet, and in a way that we haven't seen since Johnny Mac.
Yeah,
Is very Muppety.
he's definitely a character for sure.
He is. But I mean, he wins it, and then he goes, to Cliff and is like, I'm going to use it on you. I'm going to use it on you. And then we kind of see, what we were referencing earlier. This is where Christy has her little epiphany of, I don't want to backdoor Kemi anymore. I don't want to do what Jack is saying. And then, she has her sit down with Sam. I don't understand why in that moment, if she was really feeling that way, she didn't just say to Sam, don't use the POV. She could have ended it right there. She could have just been like, don't use the POV. I don't want to.
They kind of plotted that together, didn't they?
Sure. And I mean, look, I get he was in a tough spot too, because he promised Cliff he would use it on him. So if now he doesn't want to have to go back to Cliff and go, gee, gosh, sorry, I can't use it on you. But no offense to Cliff. Sam is kind of aware that Jackson, Christy, Annalise, Holly, he gets those people are together. Who do you not want to annoy? Cliff or that group? Now, granted, and I believe he could probably he could have the rational conversation with Cliff of, I cannot use this because... I don't think he could have that conversation with a Jack or a Jackson.
No.
They're not going to get it.
I was just having this thought, which was like, it would be really cool. I don't think who knows what'll happen, expect the unexpected or whatever.
Sure.
But I wish that Jessica and Cliff and Sam could kind of form a little, like, we've all got kids, parenty kind of alliance. Like, let's protect each other. We're all here. Steve and I did that in our first week. We were like, hey, nobody else here has kids. Nobody else here understands that. Nobody else here will ever understand that.
Right.
Let's have each other's back. And I was like, bet.
Mm-hmm.
And I believed that. And I still believe that would have held true. I tried for, him not to go home. But I kind of wonder why, I don't know, maybe it's exciting for these, like, older dads to get in with the young guys and kind of relive their youth and their wild days or whatever. Maybe that's what it is. But
I'm sure
I just feel like it would be smart of them to be like, let's three have each other's backs.
Yeah. And
we can even stay in our different groups and report back, and let's make it to final three and see where it takes us. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand why those kind of conversations aren't had, or if they are had, why they aren't received.
I don't think with this cast that's going to happen. I don't think that group on this season is going to get together. I think they have all the other motives for why they are on the show. I mean, I believe Sam is 100% doing it for his family, or a new drum set. But other ones, I don't know what the motivation it could be. I just don't. They're more set within their alliances already, or where they feel they're comfortable already, and they see the other people as not with them right now. Is it a play? Sure, but I think Big Brother sets it up in the beginning of the season to have people go, I think, where they want them to go. If we
Yeah.
were focusing on a more, it's very. One day I would love to do the psychology of Big Brother, because you can go back and look. Let's say on the season that Derek won, I feel like the game was more focused on like a family friendly game. Granted, we were coming off of 15, but it was all about, like wholesome and good and caring on the feeds and love. And then, oh, the dad wins with the daughter and I feel like they steered the ship where they want it to go in a little bit each season, I feel. And they steered this ship with OV right into eviction night, where we saw Ovi making his last, ditch plea to a Jack and a Jackson. Here's my power. I'm laying it all out. You can use it however you want. Use me. Use my power. I know you guys have the power to save me in this game, so I'm telling you I want it. Here's my power. Do we think that was a smart move on his end? On OV's end?
Yeah, I think when you're in that situation, I think it was. I mean, I don't think it was because of the audience and it was kind of going that way either way. But like, you know what? He had the power. They could have said, well, what does Kat have? Nothing. I already got everything I could get out of her.
Right.
So a couple times, and I'm trying to move on to the next one. So
yeah.
You've got this power. You're going to use it on us. I can get rid of this chick that I'm trying to ghost anyway. Like, it could have gone that way. It didn't.
Yeah.
But it could have.
Yeah. I agree that OV needed to make that move. He tried everything. He tried to get an alliance together. He had the foresight enough to know, I'm leaving. This is my only card left. So I think that was the smartest move for him to do. I think it was super stupid for Jack and Jackson not to take him up on it. Now,
it was.
I agree with the other side of the argument. No, let's get the power out of the house. Let's not even have to worry about it. But I think the people that win Big Brother are the people that kind of in a sense learn to weaponize the twist. Like, you have to figure out how to use the twist to your advantage and letting it leave the game. Because look, production doesn't want it to leave the game. Sure, if this was just black and white, the power leaving the game is best for your game, sure. But understand, production wants to see that played out. And if you can be a catalyst to make that play out, and then also you're protected, you're getting more airtime, production's loving you, use the damn twist. Jackson, nope, they're letting it go. They're horrible at this game. Neither one of them are good at this game at all, which is why, I watch the episodes live with everybody here. So we all saw Ovi get voted out. Our precious little buddy is gone.
He's so sweet.
He is so sweet. And then cut to our worst fears happening. Jack becomes the new HOH. I was just like, is this a joke? Like, this has got to be a joke. Like, in all the things that we wish could never have happened, how could Jack winning HOH be happening right now? Because, well, maybe we do have noms since we've gone live, but, I think it's clear. I think a lot of us are guessing he's going to put up, a Jessica and Dikembe, probably.
Yeah.
He's going to go after whoever's left that he feels, quote-unquote, threatened by. Okay, no noms yet, I'm being told. So I think it goes without saying. You guys can let us know in the comments below. But I'm assuming you feel like me and are not happy with a Jack HOH.
No. I'm not. I'm not happy with that. I think that, gosh, and it must have felt, so it made me want to cry all over again. Mm-hmm. Jessica was so close.
Yep.
So close. And then he took it, and I was just like, oh my gosh.
And I mean,
I
here's what I'm gonna say, but I want to end on like, ooh, a happy, which is why I was sticking it in before the big last twist. But here's what I'm going to say to everybody. We're going to talk, well, I mean, not Rockstar and I, but I, on our next live feed update show, which will probably be when the feeds go down for POV this weekend, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff that has happened, because we have had the Whacktivity competition already. I don't believe we've confirmed who has won it yet, but we will have noms later tonight. So we'll go over all the drama happening on the live feeds and the live feed show. But Julie also told us tonight about the latest twist to the game. When you are voted out, you are not really out. You get to stay and live in the house.
How awkward must that be? I mean, it's cool because you can kind of keep your social game going.
Sure.
You can see what's going on. You're not completely somewhere else. For when there is a battle back, you have a better handle on what's going on. But that's got to be so awkward. Like, just awkward feeling.
Well, I mean, I think anybody would prefer awkward over sitting in a hotel room for 4 weeks.
Oh, hell yeah. Definitely.
And
Definitely.
I mean,
And they can keep
the money that they would use to keep people in a hotel room, yeah.
They could keep a handle on what's going on and
Correct.
see what's happening. So that's very beneficial for whoever does make it in after the battle back, because they know what's going on. And also, I feel like because they're in the house and because they're able to play the social game and form the relationships, that the person that does make it back in might have a better chance of not being the person right out the door.
Correct. I agree.
Which happens, whenever there's a battle back. Oh, well, I don't want to get any blood on my hands, and you were already out once, so...
Yeah. I'm almost dying to get your opinions on kind of what has happened next, but I know we need to wrap it up. I do just have 2 or 3 questions for you from chat, but I will just say, spoiler alert, everyone, on the live feed show, on the live feed spoiler show coming up this weekend. If you thought Jack was a douche, wait until you hear about his house meeting. We'll get into that on the next show. But here are just some quick questions for you, Rockstar. Annie wants to know, what would you do if you saw Jackson drinking out of the milk carton? So I don't know that you have caught up with this yet. Jackson likes to go around the house and eat all the food when everyone's sleeping, and do stuff like drink out of the milk carton and then put it back in the fridge.
I think I would tell everybody not to drink out of the milk carton, and I might rim it with something.
Oh, people have put Metamucil in their drinks in the past.
Not like that, like a sour something or a hot sauce rim.
Oh, that's smart.
Putting his mouth on everybody's milk, So I would say, hey guys, listen, trust me, don't drink that milk. Maybe not to everybody. Actually, because if they're pouring it out, it might not be the same. I would before I go to sleep, I would rim it with hot sauce. That's what I would do. I don't even think I would go to sleep. I think I would go wait in the little room, the boat room now, huh? Isn't that what it is? Not the geometry room. Sure. Whatever that room is with the door.
I mean, I feel like the simpler solution is just to have Kemi go drink out of the bottle when Jackson's looking, and then he'll never do it again.
That's great. Oh, that's so true.
But I saw
Yours was better.
I saw New Jersey Girl. New Jersey Girl wanted to know, what do we think about have-nots? Do we think there are no have-nots this season, or do we think they'll be showing up? I mean, I believe it was Annie who asked the last question that I yelled at. I was like, Annie, you're ridiculous. Of course there is going to be have-nots. How could there not be have-nots this season? Hold on. All right, everybody. We lost Rockstar, so let me do this now while we work on getting Rockstar back, because we are getting ready to start wrapping up the show, but I will bring Rockstar back after this, and we'll have her answer a few more questions. But again, and I will do it quickly this time, yourrealityrecaps.com/BB21 for all of our Big Brother content that you don't watch live. So if you've missed this show back, you can watch it over there on our website. You can get to the flashback times over there, see how you're doing in the trash draft, get the live feed, see the spoiler graphics like the one we pulled up during this show. Like, for example, boop, ba-da-boop, boom. But you have to click on it on the website, so don't worry, you won't be spoiled unless you want to be. But all of our content over there. If you want to get the live feeds from us, yourrealityrecaps.com/feeds. If you'd like to be an updater, yourrealityrecaps.com/updaters. We could really use your help. Yes, we are still doing shows live every single night of the week over on YouNow. And of course, Big Brother comes up when we are talking in those shows. So people are afraid they're not allowed to talk Big Brother. Sure, we are talking Big Brother on YouNow as well. But our official Big Brother shows, like this one that we just did with Rockstar, will be every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on TV Co. And I am always live on TV Co. while the East Coast airing of the shows are happening. And when the feeds go down for the POV ceremony, that is when we do our live feed spoiler show over on TV Co. So if you want to catch them live, any of those shows, they're on the TV Co app. All of our other shows are over on YouNow Live. And if you want to help support our shows, consider becoming a patron. yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. You could always do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal, or Prime Day's coming up, so don't forget to do your Amazon shopping by starting at yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon. And hey, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe to our Twitch completely for free. Costs you nothing. We get $5. What a great free way to help support our show. And watch us all in the YRR family play together and yell at each other. It's a real hoot. We appreciate so much all of your guys' support. It is just kind of me trying to hold this all together this season. Of course, with Jessam and Sparkly Eye doing live feed updaters and the trash draft. I could not do it without them either. But we hope that you guys will help support us in whatever free ways you can, like thumbsing up and subscribing on YouTube, leaving a comment, hitting the bell, 5-star rating and a nice review on iTunes, leaving comments on our website, or just sharing our shows on social media. Those are great free ways to help support us, or the financial patron, PayPal, or using our links for things like Amazon or to get the feeds are great financial ways to help support us that can keep us bringing you guys more and more content. That being said, I see we got Rockstar back, so hold on, let me bring her in.
All right, yeah.
You are back. Your phone died, but you are back now. Okay, here I'm gonna just, because we are live, I don't want to keep you for forever, so let me just finish with this last question from New Jersey Girl, who wants to know, what do you think of have-nots? Do you think we will have have-nots this season? Do you think we won't have have-nots this season?
You know what? I don't know, because I think if we do, I think we won't have them, but they normally stop it when? So if the so 4 people get evicted,
right,
and then the one person comes back.
Yeah.
But isn't that 4 people week when we normally have-nots?
Normally have-nots start week 2. Normally
Right.
have-nots would start this
So-
week, but we haven't seen it, and we know as the live feed watcher, we're almost done with the week already.
Right. So I would say then no,
Yeah,
maybe,
I kind
because
of feel like
or if they're gonna do it, it's not gonna be until they have the final person
I mean,
that's coming back in, and they'll do it with those people.
to
You
me,
know,
it
I don't
to
think they're gonna do it.
well, Bridget with a B, who is a encyclopedia of Big Brother, says they usually don't start until Saturday. So maybe we'll see if it's not here tomorrow. Then I'm gonna say no have-nots if we don't hear about it by tomorrow.
What if they make the people that are banished eat the slop?
Now I thought that because their little room up there kind of has that have-not feel to it.
Yeah.
That would really suck. That would be.
Yeah.
But you know what? What's your benefit for not eating? Because you know the threat that you get in the house for eating when you're a have-not is, ooh, you're going to get a penalty vote. I'm already out of the game.
That's a good point.
Cheeseburger, I'm out of the game. What the fuck do I care? Ooh, I'm going to get a penalty vote when I'm not in the game? What do I care? Right. So I don't know that that's going to work. Maybe they should let them pick the people instead of the agent. So many different things.
That would be cool. The people that are out of the house get to pick the people that are the have-nots.
Exactly.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Actually, now I'm hoping for that.
I would like that too. Using the comeback room for the have-nots. I agree. So maybe it'll just be like a food thing. We will see. But you know what else we're going to see, everybody? You guys are all going to see more of Rockstar here on TV Co.
That's true.
So now, Rockstar, you're going to be starting to do a show here as well, right?
Yes. A live streaming. They were trying to explain it to me. I'm old in the technology world of what's even going on, but I believe that it'll be a live streaming show where I can actually pull people on.
You can.
To talk to me.
Yeah.
And during the Big Brother season, we'll talk about Big Brother. It's, Big Brother never ends. It's part of my life now. And that is good because I really do like it. I mean, I love it, actually. It's fascinating. So we will definitely talk about that, but then it'll continue in the off season, and then we'll just come up with other fun things. And because it is, I believe, streamed from my phone is what they were explaining to me.
It is.
I have the opportunity then to take you all with me on some of my adventures that I go on when I go to festivals and when I go see my friends perform. I have a very good friend that's a professional bubble blower. And I have just a lot of interesting, I have aerial artist friends and drummers and singers and spoken word this is my friend circle. So I would be able to show you all my world and what that looks like and the festival scene and things like that. So I'm pretty excited about that as well.
I think it is going to be super fun. Now, when will it be? You said on Mondays, right?
Monday nights at 9 p.m.
Perfect. So you guys, I believe, can tune in to like Ryan around 7, probably us at 8, and then finish it all off with Rockstar at 9 on Mondays.
I love that. That's perfect. That would be great.
I love it too. Now, Rockstar, where can people...
do? My camera.
You're fine. Where do you want people to follow you on social media?
Follow me on my Instagram that just got verified. So excited about that.
Yay.
I'm an officially, blue checked person.
Oh, I'm not even a blue check person.
That's Angela MFN Rockstar.
Okay.
With the @ symbol in front of it.
Uh-huh.
And my Twitter is Mrs._A Rockstar, even though I am not a Mrs. exactly.
And it is right above you for this whole show is your Twitter. And if you're watching back on our website, all the links to Rockstar's social media will be below this video.
Oh, and you know what else I'm going to share with you all?
What?
Since everybody already knows that my name is Angela Lantry, if you all, that's my real name.
Oh, I know your real name.
whatever the Big Brother blasted it everywhere, I would have went by Rockstar. That's what I've been going by for like however many years. Feel free to follow me on Facebook or send me a friend request. That's an interesting thing to do because that the 5,000 people that I'm friends with on Facebook are actually people that I've met throughout time and travels, and they all actually know me. So it's really probably fascinating to see what those people say and comment and
think.
Did you get to see me?
Yes, we saw you.
Sorry. How that works. You know, just I think it gives a little bit more insight into who I am and who my friends are, because Facebook was my first.
Facebook was your was where it all began for you.
And I had like 5,000 friends going in, and they're all actually really my friends. So that I think is more telling about a person, just in general. Those people have known me growing up, and you don't.
And you're sure you want to introduce Big Brother fans to them? Because
it's not necessarily like I want my friends to be harassed. It's just more like I get a lot of comments about being fake or being not a real person. And that's where all my actual friends live.
Yeah. No, I get it. I'm the exact opposite. My Facebook is literally just for my family, and I have to know you in real life to be a Facebook friend. Now, that's always how I played it. In all fairness, I don't think I've been on Facebook for like 3 years, other than for our patron group where I go. I don't know. I got over Facebook a while ago. But look, Rockstar. I did too.
Just going back to that real quick.
Yeah.
I got over it too, but when I went back, it was still all. It's my friends that's where they all exist. They don't exist on Twitter. Twitter is all new people to me, and Instagram is somewhat a blend of both. But Facebook is the people that have known me as long as there's been a social media, you know?
Well, I look forward to getting to know more about Rockstar and when she's doing her shows here on TV Co. I can't wait to hear more about what you think about this season, Rockstar. Maybe I will come over and be one of those guests that you pull in on a Monday night.
I hope so. I'm going to hold you to that maybe.
Alrighty. Everybody, we love you guys so much. Thanks so much for tuning in.
I love you.
We will see you guys all later. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Guys. Bye.